Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Tuesday, December 22nd. Okay, I did a video on SPY and Apple the other day, and everything seems to be going as planned. If you're a member, you knew to catch this double bottom bounce right here and play this to the upside. So right now we're doing perfect on this, and about 150% and plus some other ones that we went into too. Great profit for 2 days, doing outstanding. Never mind this profit coming down. We're going to keep an eye on this gap right here. This usually will put the brakes on the stock. So SPX filled its gap, and this one is next. SPY to fill its gap, and then what happens after that? Two possibilities. Okay, I think it could take a little bit of a break, and if it doesn't continue to the downside, then it could pop up to one or two of these trend lines right here. If we start snapping things, it's going to get ugly, okay? And I'm predicting that's going to be coming up real soon, as you know from my last video. But like I said, there's going to be chop here, and definite trades set up to be some fun. One thing I want you to take a note of is, your indicators here just totally getting into a pile of mess here, and starting the middle Bollinger Band, just crossed down the 50, crossing the 200 now. So it's really starting to, make this horseshoe turn on the daily. And if that's the case, then you could see what's going to take place. It's going to get pretty ugly fast, and we have the 195 and the 188 targets on that. So I want to break this down a little bit lower. Looking at the hourly here, and we had a beautiful push. Yeah, sorry, this is live, that's why it does that. But we came up to the 100, popped over that, pushed the middle Bollinger Band. I mean the 50-day moving average, and it's really trying to get a little bit higher here, no matter what selling comes into it. It did drop from 203.81 all the way down to 203.13 in the last 12 minutes. Took a nice little break, and then right back up again, as you can see from this candle here, and then right back up again. So we're just going to tag this here. Your 100 is going to be in the way at the same time. Relative strength index will be at 70. So at that point, there's going to be a decision made. Either we're going to have an epic fail like this, or we're going to sit here, bounce off the middle Bollinger Band, and slowly drift to the upside, one or the other. So let's take a look at Apple too. I want to look at Apple on the hourly first before we get into anything else. You could see your stow is just getting ready to cross down again. This thing cannot get legs for the life of it. Two big up days in the market, and this one has just failed to do anything with it. It's definitely trying to consolidate here for something, so we'll have to see what happens here in the coming days. But you can see here on the hourly, it just won't go anywhere. It's tried, and it's broken, definitely broken. I'm gonna look at actually, I'm not going to look at that one. But you can see here, any pop to the upside would be this trend line here, this double bottom. But you would figure, it would really rocket with the market going up 158 or so today. But that didn't happen. So keep an eye on this. It could get a little bit of a relief bounce, or it's just going to continue to the downside. But we have the trend line down here at about 90, and it looks like it's going to hit that at a pretty quick pace. Okay. All right. This is Matt, and actually I'll take a look at the weekly real quick so you can see how this week's forming, and then we'll go from there. Let me take off my splits. Okay. You can see where the resistance is here on the weekly at the 100 SMA. It doesn't look very good right here. It's trying to level out, but it still has a ways to go here with the Arun stochastics. If it gets over this, maybe we can get a little bit of push to the upside, but if it doesn't, along with it falls with the market, then it looks like it's going to come here pretty quickly down to the 99, 100 area. So, all right, this is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Have yourself a fantastic night.